What I'd say to a mom whose little girl wants to dance is to just let her try it and see what happens, and trust me, I think she will know. I never wanted to leave the studio as a child, and I'm still here, and it was the best decision that I made, so she'll know.
So we opened in August of 2015, and we had 8 dancers. And we first started as, we called it like a mobile studio. So we would rent spaces like around the mainline gyms and fitness centers and Pilates studios, and we would just rent out spaces and build our schedule around the other schedules in those spaces. And then we started growing and our competitive team started traveling, so we needed more of like a home base. This studio became available, so we came in having no idea how to run like a full studio space and building, and just kept building classes. And a couple years ago we expanded to downstairs so that we had 2 levels, and we've just been like growing since then, and now we don't have enough space here to fit all of the fabulous children that want to dance with us. So here at Mainline Dance Company, we offer all types of styles of dance: jazz, hip hop, contemporary, ballet. We also do 2 annual performances. We do a Nutcracker in the winter to feature our ballet program, and then in the spring we do a full performance with all of our classes and all of our kids. And then in addition to those classes, we also have a traveling competition team of about 40 members, and they travel as far as Orlando. They do 5 competitive events a year, and they do 2 conventions, and they perform kind of all over the place, and they're this like amazing award-winning competition team. So we have within our competition teams a captain program, and we have captains for each level of each team. And then we have a senior captain for our top team, and that person is someone who basically runs the behind the scenes of the entire studio as a high school student. And our current senior captain started dancing with me when she was 4 years old, so she's my first dancer to go all the way from start to finish. This is her last season, and she came in just as like a little spunky 4-year-old, kind of like trying to take over the class and getting her friends to do what she wanted them to do. And now she's grown up into this amazing leader that kind of leads the entire company. She runs warm-ups for us when we travel. She ran our registration and entered with us last summer, and she is an amazing leader, and we are really proud of her, and we're gonna miss her.
Well, I mean, I started dancing, like 2, 3, and I've been working with Meghan ever since. And I feel like as a child I did many sports, and I tried everything all up to like 6th grade, and then in 7th grade I decided that like I wanted to dance, and I had to drop everything else, and like it wasn't hard because I love to dance. And I used to watch all the older girls dance, and they really inspired me to keep working and just stick with it and spend all my time here, and I loved every second of it. Being the senior captain here, it's a crazy experience that I will remember for the rest of my life. It has taught me many lessons that I probably wouldn't have learned until I was an adult if I didn't do this. I learned how to work with people, and mainly it taught me how to work with myself, and I learned so many lessons, and I'm so grateful for it.
Right after the pandemic, when everything started opening back up, in about June, we started back with our classes, and we started realizing right away that we weren't going to have enough space even for the fall, even coming out of a pandemic. So we were a little panicked because, of course, all businesses were a little bit topsy-turvy, so it was a weird time to be looking for space. And then we were recommended to Ida from our photographer, who rents studio space from them, and she said, "Stacy's great, and she'll help you find an amazing place." So I contacted Stacy, and she actually came to our current space here and asked us what was working, what wasn't working, kind of looked at how our studios were set up, and then thought on it a little bit, and then came back to us and said, "I have a great space for you. It's in the middle of Wayne. It's a doctor's office right now, but we could open up all the walls, and we think we could fit 3 great studios in there for you." I think the nicest thing about working with Ida is that they have kind of asked us what we need to be successful as a business, and they are making that happen. happen. So when we took this space, we kind of just took it as is, and we've been like building it as we go. Whereas with our new studio space, they're gonna raise the ceilings for us so we have enough room for lifts and jumping. They're going to make sure the flooring is correct so that our dancers are safe, and they're gonna make sure that we have all the spaces at the right size to be able to keep the classes full. When dancers first come into the studio, the first thing that they probably notice is the community here. Our seniors are very good at welcoming new dancers in and bringing them into the community and making them feel like part of the family immediately. We always say our kids really like new friends, and they come in, they bring them in, they show them the ropes, and then we train hard and we train very specifically, and we motivate the kids with positive reinforcement, and we teach them that every day they can build and get stronger and come out of here the dancer that they want to be. So I would say the biggest thing that the kids get from dancing here is that they not only become strong dancers and strong technicians, but they become strong people that work well in a community.